Hello everybody, here Gus69 from Metal Open Mind Brazil. Today with a little vinyl and CD update. Actually a couple prize winnings that arrived for Christmas I'm gonna show you what I got. I'm pretty happy, but I will start with a giveaway prize that I got from Kingdom Records from America. They did 7,000 followers on Instagram giveaway, and I was one of the lucky winners. And I got this Haunt record, new wave of traditional heavy metal bands from Fresno, California. Pretty happy to have this one. It's their second full-length studio album. It's called If Icarus Could Fly, and let me see if I can. It's too little here, but it's basically says that what style they played and from where they are. So American band, very good traditional heavy metal with melodic vocals, and this is a limited edition with a special color. This is the inlay, pretty cool, thick lyric sheet with glossy finishing, and the vinyl is also pretty. This is the vinyl, custom labels, very cool. I did listen a couple times, very good stuff. It's not great, like awesome, but it's good. Traditional heavy metal, it's always good, and I'm pretty happy to won this. My brother, who lives in Florida, because if when I got the message from Shadow Kingdom that I won this record, I told them that it would be better to send to my brother, because he was going to travel to Brazil in past January, but he traveled before. Before he received the album. So, but my brother always traveled to Brazil a few times a year, but this year was tough for everyone, including my brother, and he wasn't able to travel to do business trips anymore. So only this Christmas he came. So almost 1 year later I got this, but I'm pretty happy to have this, thanks to Shadow Kingdom Records. And now I'm gonna show my prize winnings. First of all, I won, I think was 4 months ago, Aaron Muta Alamar. It's a very cool guy, also from the US, and he had a contest, and I got the third place in that contest, and I was able to choose. He had many records that we could choose from, and I choose this one. This is the second studio album by Overkill, Taking Over. I actually had this back in the day, Brazilian edition, but I ended up selling my copy in the 90s, and I'm pretty happy to have this again on my collection. And for my surprise, it's sealed. It actually has the original sticker, $3, $2.99, very cheap because this is an original pressing, American pressing. And it says factory sealed for your protection, but I think this is one of those that get hold on the factory or something, because it has like a punch hole here. But anyway, it's sealed, but I will not leave that sealed anymore. I'm not one of those that keep records sealed, although I know that when you open it will lose value, but for me the value is being able to listen and enjoy the record. Let me see if I can carefully. Okay, because I wasn't sure it was an inlay, but there is. Overkill for me, it's like the AC/DC of the thrash metal style, because they never change too much their style, and they are always releasing new albums. They have a very large discography. I have a few on CD, but this is my first vinyl since I restart collecting. So this is a Megaforce label, worldwide, but it's a US pressing. Very, very cool. Some songs here are classics: Wrecking Crew, In Union We Stand, a more melodic track to sing along, but very good album, as most of their albums are. Very good bands, Overkill. Very glad to have this one on my collection. Thanks, Aaron. But Aaron sent some more stuff. He didn't have to do. This was the prize. But he's out. By the way, this album was released in '87. So now we go back a few years earlier, and he also sent me this album by Tokyo Blade, great new wave of British heavy metal band. This is also their second studio album. I think I had this back in the day. I'm not sure if it was this one or the self-titled album before, but one of those were released here in Brazil, and I remember having in my collection in the 80s. This was released in '84. Very cool. Tokyo Blade, for those who are not familiar, just for the visuals, you can say that they are very Iron Maiden influenced, but very melodic. And my first combat record album on my collection. I had a few back in the day, but right now it's my first combat record. Very glad to have this original pressing, American pressing. Yes, New York. The jacket was made in Canada, but it's a US pressing. Very cool. I think they changed the singer for this album when the album was already recorded, and I think they kept a few backing vocals from the earlier singer, which, by the way, they reformed a few years ago, and they released 2 albums. One of them, I think, this year with the original singer. But this guy is also good. His name is Vicky James Wright, the singer on this album. Very melodic, very good stuff. Tokyo Blades. Glad to have this. Thanks, Aaron. But he sent more stuff. One prize and you get 3 albums. Oh my god. The first Iron Maiden album, self-titled album, released in the 1908. Great album. The first 2 with Paul Dayano, everybody knows. I remember when I started listening to Iron Maiden was on the Number of the Beast, I think a few years later, 83, 84 I think, and then they released the Peace of Mind, and then Power Slave, and they came to Brazil in 85 for Rock in Rio, and by that time I was already hooked on Iron Maiden, and I remember recording the 2 first albums on cassette tapes, and I listened a lot because everybody used to say that Brucey was way better than Paul Dayano, but I did like some punk feel that Paul gave to those songs, and like Prowler, Running Free, Charlotte the Harlot, and even the Iron Maiden track. But for me, one of the most interesting tracks here is the ballad Remember Tomorrow. For me, it's like classic. I think with Bruce Dickinson there are not much ballads with Bruce Dickinson, but they never did something like that again. So I love this track, Remember Tomorrow, and I'm very, very glad to have this one, man. You didn't have to do this, but I really appreciate that you did, because I never had this back in the day, and I have almost all Iron Maiden albums on CD, but I don't have this. One of those that I'm missing, a couple with Blaze Bayley I don't have also, but this is the only for the until the 2000s, the only one that I didn't have yet was this one, so I'm very glad to have on vinyl. And man, this is a great album. Let me show you. It's on Harvest label. Pristine condition. Amazing. Really amazing to have this on my collection. And he also sent something else. A letter that I will read, and a CDR. So he said, Gus, here's your 3rd place prize. I added a little extra for you. 2 albums more. Man, didn't have to do this, but I really appreciate. The CD is my best friend's band. I think it's called Peak, like this. Peak, and there are 2 albums here, one from 98 and one from 93. One is self-titled and the other one is called Lazy Jane. Josh Ames, we had a garage band from 87 to 91 where he played guitar and sang, and I played drums. So Aaron, like me, is a drummer, or used to be, and he also sang in the band. I hope you enjoyed. So this is not Aaron's band, but the band of the guitar who used to play with him. So I really appreciate it. He actually sent me a link months ago, and I like it. It's very 90s, alternative, hard rock, a little bit of modern approach, but production is kind of low. I mean, in terms of the mixing and the finishing, but it feels like a demo, but a very good one. Good stuff. Pick. And he also had, thank you for entering my first contest. You rock, man, Aaron. So thank you, Aaron. Really appreciate it. Sorry that took so long to get my hands on, but I'm glad I did now. And now the other contest winning that I got was from Dolphin Dale channel. He had a Shout Primal Fear CD contest, and it was September, so 3 months ago. And once my brother was holding the Shadow Kingdom record and the Aaron prize winnings, so I also asked Dale to send to him, to my brother, so he would bring to me everything together. So he did, and here are the prizes. Of course, the latest Primal Fear album, Metal Commando. I know Primal Fear since the beginning, actually since the side project of Key Hansey, the Gamma Ray. Half, the singer, was the singer of the Gamma Ray, and then he created this project with Matt Sinner, which is another, it's a guitar player who also had quite a career already with his band Sinner, and he joined forces with Half for Primal Fear, and they are releasing I think every year has a new album. I have a couple. I have the first one, and I have the Ruler Breaker, released in 2016, both in CD. So one more for my collection. Primal Fear, great band if you like Judas Priest. I said that Overkill is the AC/DC of thrash. Primal Fear is the AC/DC of power metal, because you can get wrong with those releases. It's all, every single release is the same type of music. I felt a couple songs more melodic than usual, but otherwise heavy metal, in your face. If like Accept, for instance, this is the kind of music you are gonna get with Primal Fear. So I got this one, and also this is a brand new release from this year, and I also got this Shout CD. It's called It Won't Be Long. This is a re-released from last year, but the original release was '88. So Shout is a Christian rock band. I know the singer Ken Templing. He's very popular on YouTube. He has almost 1 million subscribers on his channel. He teaches singing techniques. He does a lot of collabs, covers. He's a very talented singer. And I knew shouts, but I didn't have any from them, so I'm pretty happy to have these on my collection. And this was the prize for Dolphin Daily Contest, and he had this sampler from Hawks Records, Happy Holidays, Best of 2019. So this is from last year, and it has a couple exclusive tracks never released, I think, a bunch from Hawks Records, of course, and a few 3 tracks from No Life 2 Metal Records, which is Scotty Waters' record label. So I don't know many of these bands. A few I know: Helix, Mass. I have both on vinyl, and also I know Fear Not. But the other ones are all new to me. But I know that they are Christian bands from different styles: thrash, death, hard rock, melodic rock. You get here a little bit of everything in terms of metal. But very good to have this. Very glad that he added this to the package. So that's it. A little update, but very glad. I think I did more than 50 contest entries, and I had luck to get these 2 from a few months ago. So I'm pretty happy. And I already did the drawing for my contest, my Christmas giveaway, and I will put here also on my Portuguese channel so everybody can see the video of the drawing. So stay tuned for that. And for everyone that is watching this now, a very happy, and it can be worse than 2020. So I hope everybody had a wonderful 2021. Thank you for watching, and stay metal!